This guide does not cover every possible specific example you may come across, but instead is intended to provide general information that you can apply to each of your hunts to improve your chances of success. If you would like help with a more specific example, you can visit twitch.tv/CMNDOKiller or contact me on Twitter at CMNDOKiller. Solo hunt priority: keep your hunter alive. Create an opportunity. Seize the opportunity only if you can maintain number 1. Losing a hunter is more detrimental than extracting with nothing. Extracting only with a couple clues is better than getting the bounty and dying. Did you earn enough money in that round to pay for your dead hunter? If not, you went backwards in progress. Patience is key. The game is designed to give the slow and quiet hunter an advantage. You can put yourself in a favorable position to further increase your advantage, but forcing opportunities outside of your setup will remove that advantage. During this guide, we will cover mission goals and hunter loadout, starting the hunt, moving around the map, mentally tracking player sounds, approaching clues and compounds, fighting a boss, intercepting a bounty, 1 vs 2 shootouts, and finally extracting. Before jumping into any game, determine what your goals are. Are you trying to gain money, XP, hunter kills? If able, will you start fighting a boss? 2 boss matches provide more opportunity for money because there are twice as many clues available. Even if a boss is discovered or banished early, you can move to the other side of the map and continue collecting clues for money. This also gives more XP for discovered clues, but single bounty matches may give you more availability to kill zombies for XP and be left alone, as long as you stay away from the boss or extraction when someone collects the bounty. If you are looking to increase your hunter kills, you will want at least a medium range weapon, as most encounters occur at mid range. A backup shotgun or pistol with fanning is also a good choice, as some fights can get close, but you may have to try and force an opponent to get in close. They may not though, and could throw an explosive while staying at a range. If you are an aggressive player, a shotgun can help clear a building. Carrying 1 or 2 fire bombs is ideal to burn a downed teammate, as lanterns may not always be close to your location. Burning a body will prevent them from being picked back up and keeping the fight an even 1 vs 1. Be sure to keep an eye on the burning body for about 20 to 30 seconds, as they can be picked up while on fire if they haven't completely burned out all their health yet. If you are willing to engage a boss, having a shotgun works well for both the spider and butcher. Frag grenades or larger explosives work well if you can explode them next to the boss. When I play a match, I stay until I can't get anything else, so I prefer to prepare for everything. I carry a mid or long range rifle with a dolch or uppercut with fanning for close range. Sometimes a silenced pistol to allow more silent farming of zombies, allowing myself to more easily move around the map undetected. I carry 1 to 2 fire bombs for burning down hunters and 1 to 2 frag grenades for hunter firefights or bosses. I also carry the medkit to patch myself up if I can't find one nearby. Don't rush in from the spawn point, as some teams spawn very close together and a team could easily come up behind you immediately. You don't have to grab a clue first to get the money and XP from it. Let the other team move on and silently follow behind and collect it in peace. Knowing other teams may spawn close can also allow you to move to intercept and attack them immediately as well, catching them off guard and making the match a little safer. As you move around, try to avoid walking down the roads and through open areas. You should expect to come across an enemy at any time. You don't want to be found in the open without any cover. If moving along your road or pathway, stay a few feet off the road and in the brush when able. The closer you stay to cover, the smaller your chance of being seen first is, and you won't have to spend the first critical seconds of the firefight running for cover. Moving around an open field will take a little longer, but it is still better than losing your hunter. Check your map and roughly plan your route as you move around to avoid more open areas or being caught in open water. Before you leave one area of cover or concealment, look for and plan where you will go next. If steadily moving, keep mental note of cover locations nearby in case you need to get to one quickly. You can use this knowledge to your advantage as well. When I am moving to intercept a team, I will try to run ahead and overlook an open area, roadway, or river. I will find good cover and wait for them to get to the middle of the open area before firing on them. I can usually get a few shots off first without being shot at because I have the advantage of surprise and catching them in the open. They spend time searching and running for cover while I get multiple hits or kills. From the very beginning of the match, listen carefully for audio clues. Birds, dogs, chickens, horses, angry zombies, and especially gunfire and explosions. If these events are near you, be careful and watch for other hunters in that direction. Zombies do not set off any of these audible events, so another player is present in that area. If you can hear them, they can hear similar noises that you make as well. Some players also have high-end headphones that can hear at distance much better than other players. Even if the sounds you hear are across the map, make a mental note of where it is, as tracking these sounds can give you extra information to increase your advantage. A good way to identify the location of the sounds is to point yourself in the direction you heard it. Then pull up your map and see what is in that direction. Most of the time, sounds are made around the compounds. If you are pointed towards a few compounds in a line, you will have to judge how loud the sounds were to figure out which one it came from, either farther or closer. This will take some time to get familiar with how loud distant sounds are, based on your own personal sound settings. The point of tracking other hunters is to allow yourself to avoid or prepare to ambush the other hunters, depending on your skill and goals. A lot of gunfire can be a team fight or players trying to kill a boss. Try to identify how many different weapon sounds you hear and whether there is any overlapping gunfire. If two weapons fire at nearly the same time, then there are two people present. If you don't hear overlapping gunfire, but can tell the difference between the sounds of the gunfire, then count how many different gunfire sounds you hear. Players can carry only 2 guns, with the exception of the Quad Derringer, which fires 4 shots in rapid succession without stopping. Other rapid-fire weapons are the auto rifle, Dolch, or any pistol with a cannon clip. If you hear the sound of a shotgun, try and see if there are always 2 shots fired from it, or always just a single shot. This will help identify whether it's a single-shot shotgun or a double-shot shotgun. This will also help you identify what weapons you may be facing and let you decide how to approach them. Some hunters move from compound to compound simply killing zombies for experience, known as farming. You would typically hear gunfire at one compound, then quiet, then gunfire again at a nearby compound, and so on. If you have blocked out an area by finding clues, but still hear gunfire from that area at multiple compounds, there is a good chance someone is farming. Hunters that farm can make good targets, as they are usually focused on killing the zombies and can be caught off guard by another player that moves in on them. Listening to the path they take can allow you to possibly catch them at the next compound they head to. When approaching clues and compounds, slow down before entering and look around and listen for any other hunters that may be approaching at the same time as you, especially if it is soon after spawning. Pay close attention to your surroundings. Some gates start in the open position, some do not. All doors that function start shut. Furthermore, all doors always open outward of the hunter that opened it. This fact usually provides little to help you track a hunter, but if one door is open inward and another on the other side of the building is open outward, then they most likely ran straight through. If you notice open gates, open doors, no zombies, or very few number of zombies, then someone has most likely been there and killed those zombies. Zombies now spawn on or immediately around the clues. If there are none present, someone has been there and gotten the clue. Half open ammo boxes mean one hunter has refilled ammo there. A fully open ammo box means 2 hunters have refilled their ammo. Some compounds have a lot of locations to easily ambush an unsuspecting hunter. Move carefully and listen for audible clues for other hunters waiting in ambush. Maybe you hear footsteps, weapon switching, or if you're close enough, you can hear them raise and lower the weapon. Getting close to a team of hunters can also put you in range to overhear their team voice chat, telling you that there are 2 hunters close by, and hopefully allowing you to overhear their plans. Killing and banishing a boss can give you good rewards, but can also present a great danger. If you are able to verify that most or all hunters are dead on the map before starting a boss, then you will have a much easier time. But this is not always possible, and depending on your skill level, you may not care. The primary danger when engaging a boss is having to turn your back to the world around you, allowing other hunters to move in very easily and catch you when you are busy. You can take periodic breaks from attacking the boss to look around your area, but this will increase your time considerably, so keep an eye on your contract timer. Whether you choose to check around or keep attacking the boss, make sure you know the boss area entrances and exits. This knowledge will give you the ability to escape the area if needed, or know where other hunters may approach you from. Hunters could come through the boss area at you, and you also don't want to be pinned in with the boss, as you stand a much higher chance of dying or becoming too busy avoiding the boss that a hunter kills you. Once you reach a higher bloodline, getting the big dynamite bundle can often kill the boss in one hit if it explodes right next to them. Simply fighting the boss can be as easy as you make it. For less experienced hunters, find a doorway that you can quickly escape from and leave the door open. Run in, take some shots at the boss, and run out. The boss will usually chase you to the doorway and stop, allowing you to get some more shots on it. Then repeat. Find ammo or medkits as needed. Don't push your luck, as a hit from a boss could cost you the game and your hunter. For more experienced hunters that are familiar with how the bosses move and attack, you may be just fine closing the door behind you and running around inside with the boss as you attack it. When a hunter picks up a bounty, they will be trackable on your map and in Darksight with a lightning bolt. Most hunters will take the closest extraction point because they can get out faster. If you are unable to stop hunters anytime before they banish, you may want to position yourself between the banishing and the nearest extraction point. It is a good idea to not be directly in their path so that they have to kill you to get past, but position yourself off to the side so you can still shoot them, but they do not have to kill you to get out. Your goal should be to save your hunter first. Then seize what opportunity you can without losing your hunter. Sometimes the bounty will get away. You will not get every bounty all the time, and keeping your hunter alive allows you to level up faster than losing your hunter. Positioning to the side means you should be able to get the first shot before they notice you. This also means if they begin to overwhelm you, you can fall back away from the extraction point. Most hunters will not pursue you over extracting with their bounty. If you haven't gone too far away when they turn back to extract, you may have the chance to pursue and attack again. As a solo hunter, you really only need to kill one team member with a bounty, not both. If you can kill one and you're able to burn the body before it gets picked up, the teammate will have no reason to stay and you can let him go. The bounty will be yours to take if the area is clear. If you are unable to burn the body, simply watching it could give you the advantage you need. If the other teammate tries to pick up the down hunter, he must stand still for a couple seconds. You can shoot the living hunter then, or wait for the down hunter to begin getting up. This action takes a second, and the hunter is revived with very little health, and any hit will down him again. Downing a hunter multiple times or downing him in a very open, exposed area may convince his teammate that it is not worth attempting to revive him. One versus two shootouts can be very difficult, and the more advantages you stack in your favor, the more chance you have to survive and or eliminate the other team. The more you apply from the earlier sections of this guide, the better prepared you will be. At all times, remember that the number one priority is to save your hunter. If you have to run away to stay alive, do so. You can heal and refill ammo and find the team again later. Having firebombs in your inventory will allow you easy access if you have the chance to burn a down hunter, making the remainder of the firefight a 1 vs 1. Tracking teams across the map using the audible clues will help greatly in being prepared for approaching enemies. Though not all teams make much noise, so you should go slow and pick your paths carefully. If you are able to prepare for an approaching team, finding thick brush will allow you to move around without being seen and pop out to take shots. Finding cover will help prevent you from being hit, though many structures can be shot through. If possible, it is best to allow a team to pass by before opening fire. This means they only hear the direction the shot came from, not your specific location. This forces them to turn around, find you, return fire, and also find cover at the same time. If you fail to kill them and they locate you and return fire, pull back and run around to a different location where you can shoot at them again. The key to this is to pull back out of sight so they cannot see which direction you are running to and do not see you approach again at a different angle. This will allow you a fresh chance to try again. If you are caught off guard, you should be close enough to cover to quickly get into a safe position. The faster you can identify where the shots came from, the quicker you can assess whether you need to escape the area to stay alive or if you can safely return fire. If you are not close enough to cover and can see where the shots came from, then firing a few shots near them may convince them to duck back into cover themselves, giving you a couple more seconds to reach cover. If the team presses in on your position quickly, throwing grenades or firebombs can slow their advance and allow you to fall back. When facing an aggressive team by yourself, the best option is usually escaping to hide, then watching from a distance. If you are comfortable enough, you can track and pursue them once they are done searching for you, and give yourself the advantage in the next firefight that you start on your terms. Don't pick a bounty up until you are ready to run for an extraction. If you kill a boss or hunter carrying the bounty, there may be other hunters nearby as well. If you immediately grab the bounty, you will be forever marked on the map for everyone to track and unable to truly hide anywhere. If you know there are other hunters nearby that you'll have to engage, take care of them first. If you are in a position to grab the bounty and run the opposite direction from those hunters, you may choose to try that. You get 0 points for simply picking up a bounty. You must extract with it to get any bounty points. Depending on your situation, it may be best to let another hunter pick up the bounty so you can track them and more easily eliminate them. When approaching an extraction point, listen carefully as some hunters camp the extraction point. If there are hunters camping nearby, the stagecoach horses will neigh and the steamboats will blow their whistle to alert you. Be prepared for a fight, or if you have enough time, you may choose to turn around for another extraction point if you can reach that one before time runs out. If opposing hunters are both near the extraction point, extraction will be blocked, preventing any hunters from leaving. This can be used to your advantage as well, especially if you can drop one hunter and create a 1 vs 1 by preventing the other from leaving.
Don't let him escape. I'm almost there. Block it if you have to.
It's blocked. It's blocked. Come on. Come on.
Alright.
One's down.
Alright.
Clear.
Dang.
I hope this guide to playing solo and Hunt Showdown increases your survivability and chance of extracting bounties. I frequently succeed in solo hunts using the information in this guide. To see it in action, stop by and follow my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/CMNDOKiller. You can also follow and contact me on Twitter at CMNDOKiller for more specific help or suggestions.